Hi and welcome to Sandi Does Makeup. I'll be showing you guys how to do this look today with the Jeffree Star Blood Lust palette. Before we get into the video, make sure you click like and you subscribe and leave a comment down below on how you feel about the Jeffree Star new palette. And let's get into the video. Alright, so first things first, before we get started on anything, we're going to pull our hair back. I'm just going to pull the top part of it back. What we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and prime the eyes. Today to prime, I'm using the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. This one is in Sand. Alright, so that's in Sand. Now that my eyes are set, I'm not doing anything with my under eye just yet. I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star Blood Lust palette today. And I'm going to start off by taking a just small crease brush. I'm going to start off by taking Vile Serpent. I'm just going to put that on the outer corner of my eye, really just tacking it on there. I'm kind of just winging it out just a bit. Not really taking it into the crease too far either. Next, I'm going to take a very similar brush to that. The next shade I'm going to take is Dungeon. I'm placing that on the inner half of my crease. I'm not putting this one on my lid. I don't care if it really gets on my lid. I'm going to do a half cut crease anyway, so I'm going to go back in and clean that up later. But we want to try and get it as clean as we can. I'm just going to take a big fluffy brush and blend those together. And I'm going to go back in between the two shades as needed. Now I'm going to take a medium fluffy brush, and I'm going to take the shade Blood Queen, and that is what I'm going to use, and I'm going to put that over Dungeon to kind of soften it up a little bit just because it is so close to our inner corner. I took Blood Queen above Vile Serpent as well, just to kind of tie the whole look together. Like I said, I'm not being afraid to go back in with pigment as needed for Vile Serpent if it gets blended away, or for Dungeon if it gets blended away, or anything like that. So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut that crease. I'm just taking a small concealer brush just because I have really brown eyes and I also have deep set eyes. So it makes it a little bit trickier. I can't just do that look up and have a line, because if I look up, it's gonna look all the way up to like here. And I don't have a lot of space between my lid and my brow, so I try to avoid that. So I'm just gonna go in and I'm just gonna eyeball it. Alright, and so that's the half cut crease. I'm bringing it a little further in on Vile Serpent, just so that way it's not super far in the lid. And so the next shade I'm going to take is I'm going to take Pink Magic, which is this shade right here. Alright, so while I was off camera, I just went ahead and I cut up this other eye with this eye. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to give the eyes a little break, and we're going to go ahead and clean up some lines and do my base. So I'm just taking this stippling brush that has concealer on it already from when I went and I primed my eyes. I'm just going and I'm making those angles look really nice. You can use whatever brush or makeup wipes or whatever you like. I just like doing a brush because it makes it a little easier. And then I'm going to go ahead and take my Milani Prime Light Primer. I'm going to put this all over my face. Next, I'm going to go ahead and color correct. I'm going to color correct my under eyes, and I do have some acne scarring, a little bit of breakouts on my face right now, so I'm just going to go ahead and color correct those and my under eye circles. The color corrector I'm using today is just this color correcting palette by e.l.f. I've already hit pan on the shades that I do use. I do actually really like this palette. It does what it needs to do. You can't complain about that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and tap out where I put it with my fingers. Just so that way it's not as harsh. I don't like using a beauty blender with this product or a brush to tap it out, just because I feel like the product just goes away and it doesn't really cover anything in the end result. So for my under eyes, I'm taking this Master Camo by Maybelline, and I think this is it's either their peach or their salmon shade. It's the darker of the two pink shades in the line. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to apply it on my under eye area. I have very naturally dark under eyes, so color correcting is a very big thing that I have to make sure I do, or else it just looks like I have black eyes. Especially when I'm doing certain looks like something like this. So I'm just going to go ahead and take that stippling brush once more. Trying to just blend that out, make sure it gets everywhere. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my MAC Pro Longwear Foundation in NC30. I'm going to take a little bit on my hand. This is like my holy grail foundation. I have tried other foundations, but I have not liked them as much. This one, I want to say it's a light full coverage foundation, because it still looks like my skin, but it covers all my acne scarring and all my acne and blemishes and all that good stuff. So I just love it. I have not found another foundation that does what this foundation does. And I've tried a lot of foundations. And I like that with this foundation, I don't have to do dewy or matte. I can, if it's more in the summertime, I can do a dewy, and if it's more like winter fall time, I can do a matte, or I can switch it up day by day and do whatever I want. So if my skin's more oily, I can go ahead and do a matte look. But if my skin's more dry that day, because I do have combination skin, I can go ahead and do a more dewy look. And so I'm just going to go ahead and conceal again with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pounce that in with a brush. What I'm going to do with my concealer brush is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a little bit off the top of my concealer. I'm just going to go ahead and put it down my nose, on my cupid's bow, a little on my chin, and a little bit on my forehead. And just in those highlight areas and kind of just highlight them. We already went along the cheekbones when I blended out my normal concealer. I do have a rather large forehead, so I try to keep my forehead looking smaller And then I'm just going to take my foundation brush again, and I'm just going to go ahead and set that with the Kat Von D translucent setting powder. And I'm going to go set the other areas of my face as well that kind of crease. So like my smile lines, under my eyes, and my forehead. My nose as well. My nose gets really oily. I'm just focusing on the spots that typically get oily. If I were to go to do more matte, like I'd powder my whole face, you can go ahead and do that, but I'm just doing my foundation routine how I typically do my foundation routine. So next what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go ahead and contour. I'm just using this e.l.f. palette. It's an e.l.f. contour palette in light/medium, I believe. This is one of the best contour palettes I've actually found that I like, that's good for the price. Like, I paid $8 for this, and it's so pigmented, it's easy to work with. I have no bad things. All good things to say about this palette. So I'm just contouring around my cheekbones. Taking it under my chin as well. I like to stamp, and then blend. It guarantees that I get a nice sharp line right here. I'm just going to take excess on my brush, and I'm just going to go under my bottom lip a little bit. Alright, so I went ahead and I did the rest of my contour off camera. What I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to do blush next. And I'm actually going to take my Jeffree Star palette here, the Blood Lust. And I'm going to take Royal Pain on my blush brush, and I'm just going to use that to go ahead and blush my cheeks. I do take my blush very high up my cheeks. Kind of give me a rosy complexion. Now we're going to go back to the eyes. I'm going to take the same brush that I had Vile Serpent on earlier. I'm just going to go right under my eyes with the same brush and Vile Serpent. I'm only taking it about halfway. I'm stopping it where Vile Serpent stops on the lid, maybe a little bit further. Just because we kind of want to keep it nice, neat, and uniform. Just doing the same thing on the other eye. And actually, if my color faded a little bit, I might just go in with it and just darken up the colors if I need to. I do have a small smudge brush. I'm just going to take Dungeon. I'm taking Dungeon on this. I'm going to go right on the rest of my waterline, mimicking what we did in our crease. Sorry, lower lash line. I don't know why I said waterline. Actually, just gonna wipe that off. I'm gonna go in with Blood Queen once more. I'm gonna go with Blood Queen, and we're just gonna go over to C, so that way we keep that kind of rosy tone. No, we aren't done yet. I'm going to take a fluffy brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of Your Majesty, and I'm just going to start blending out right at my brow bone, so that way it's nice and highlighted. You can do this when you're doing the rest of the upper lid. I just like to do it last. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take a small brush. Take a small brush about this size. This is another smudge brush that I have. I'm actually going to go in and I'm going to go put Beauty Sleep. Let's call it Sleeping Beauty. Beauty Sleep. going to go ahead and put that in my inner corner. Now we aren't going to do any winged liner for this look, but what we are going to do is we are going to go ahead and tightline our upper waterline, and then we're going to throw on some just regular light eyeliner. No wing, nothing fancy. Oh, actually, I'm going to show you how I'm going to do my regular liner first. I'm using Kat Von D tattoo liner. I lost my full size, so I just have a mini one, which I actually prefer because it's more comfortable to hold. Not crazy liner with this look. We don't need all the bells and whistles. Little looks like this, I really like to let them stand out and speak for themselves. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put on lashes. I'm gonna finish doing my eyeliner and I will be right back. Alright, now that I have my lashes and mascara applied, what we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little bit of highlighter on my face, and we are going to add some lipstick and some setting spray, and we will be all done. So for highlighter, I just want it to be a little bit fun. So I'm just going to take one of these brushes. I actually really like these brushes for highlighter. Don't sleep on flat brushes, people. I'm actually going to take Beauty Sleep, which is going to give me a nice duochrome look. It might look a little crazy from some angles, but it looks pretty. It's fun. I typically do my makeup a little crazy and fun anyways, so I really don't mind if I look like I'm a little cuckoo. You can always go in with like normal highlight colors if you'd like. I just decided to go in with something a little bit fun. So that's that, and the lipstick I will be using today is going to be, I believe this is called Precious Purple from the Sephora Liquid Lipstick Collection. I love this formula. It's creamy, it's hydrating. I'm just gonna add some setting spray. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had an amazing day today. Be sure to click like and subscribe and leave a comment down below. And I'll see you next time.